Alrighty, so we are catching up on the blog post here. Gobbo Glow Up from the 2nd of July. Goblins, you love them, we love them, but nobody woes them more than Mod Wove. Wait, who's Mod Wove? In fact, his fondness for these little green troublemakers grew so strong that it sparked an eternal goblin movement dedicated to giving them the glow up they deserve. So today you get a balago for the Gobbo to look at what's coming down the line for them. Nice little unexpected treat there. It's fair to say that Bando's best boys have certainly seen better days. Over the last 3 years, Mod Wove, with help from other artists such as Mod Demo, has been making great progress behind the scenes, updating their designs and bringing them more in line with the look and feel of modern Gielinor. I guess eventually they're going to be wanting to bring like everything right up into like the modernization that Gielinor is becoming. Today we wanted to share progress updates and gather your feedback on how they're shaping up. You're gonna say on old school I'd be lucky. People, oh, it's a horrible pet to grind for, yeah, for sure. Thanks for listening in. Yeah, that's pretty bad for our state. Alright, before, Gobbo sad cause bad. After, Gobbo delighted with more polygons. Oh yeah, you can tell with the colors and the tech. Dude, do you see it? Bro got a freaking glove. Look at the freaking rip muscles. Before, Gobbo has a hat. After, Gobbo overjoyed with better hat. It's like the same kind of hat, just better details, right? Yeah, fair. It looks a bit, more elegant. Absolutely. Hell yeah, we love polygons. They messed this shoulder strap up though. Oh yeah, they did. Made it on the other side? Oh, you made this one. Oh, the one was sitting on his shoulder. Oh. Before, after, Gobbo has a stick. Gobbo is static with better stick. I mean, I did like the simplicity of the normal stick, but that's fair enough. Needed a bit of upgrade stick. Just to help see these work in progress fellas in action, here are a couple of gifts. To be honest, I don't think I've ever really paid attention to how the goblins moved about, including their chat head. Oh yeah, that is definitely very noticeable, especially when speaking to like Betnose and stuff. For the hard clue step. One of the key goals of the Goblin Refresh has been balancing the personality and uniqueness of the current live goblins with a more efficient and sustainable approach to model creation. Older generations of RuneScape models were lower detail and relatively quick to produce, making it easier to create lots of unique variants. Modern workflows, however, allow for higher quality results, but also require more time and effort. As a result, we've been exploring greater use of shared components and modular designs while still preserving the individuality of different goblin types. It's a balance we're keen to get right, and we love to hear what you think, especially with the following examples. As you cast your eyes over the next few comparisons, keep the following in mind. Do the goblins still feel distinct? Has anything been lost along the way? Is there anything you'd like to see pushed further? Before and then after General Warface, a more warty General Face. That's true, yeah, because he is called Warface for a reason. Yeah, not just the model itself that got updated, but like all the armor around it as well. I guess I would never have thought that goblins would have needed an update, but it's also not necessarily a bad thing. He got toenails? He does. That is true. From the head to the toes, all the details. Oh, wow. Look at Betnose. I think his nose should be a bit more bent. I think his nose was more bent in the before one than the after one, personally. But a lot of his, like, features just get, more, like, upped in quality, doesn't it? And he's got some kind of like weird, like braided chin thing going on. Let's have a look at Graldo. Thinking about the mine. Oh, about cabbages and the mine goblin. They commented on the lack of a bent nose. Oh, did they? Oh, that's good. He's got the Viking. Yes, it's the Viking. Look, that's what it is. That's what it is. Stub thumb. Where's his stub to thumb is the real question. That looks like it was a stub thumb, but that doesn't look like a stub thumb. He's lacking the stub thumb, guys. I do like the upgraded look for the top, like the tunic. As you'll be able to note, we are trying to keep the important small details seen on the OG Gobbos, including Grubfoot's black eye that he obtains along our adventures. His thumb does look swollen and stubby-ish, I guess. Grubfoot. A more grubby Grubfoot. I mean, his foot was quite grubby before. Now you have actual toes and toenails. As a bit of context for the next two, Nostralia and Wagachun, according to lore, male and female goblins are indistinguishable to non-goblins. With that in mind, we've changed their body posture to make them more in line with other goblins. We do, of course, want to retain some unique elements so as to not make them entirely generic. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yeah, with like the eyeshadow and the lips and now. Yeah, more in line with the goblin look. Oh yeah, that mohawk, damn. Nostril lost her signature nostrils. Yeah, a bit. To keep this project manageable, we're looking at changing the following goblin's armor to be wearing either normal goblin armor or adapted versions of it, rather than have outright unique designs for each of them. Goblin Raiders and Hollow Tooth won't have their entirely unique Raider set anymore, though the set that players wear will remain untouched. Yeah, to be honest, I've actually never done the raids. These remind me of the Dragon Wild goblins, though, that have killed me many, many times. Alrighty. Similar to the above Hollow Tooth changes, we're also spending some time looking at and simplifying the more bespoke God Wars dungeon goblins, Yelp's henchmen, Snotgut, and General Godor's bodyguards. The approach here is like above, a more regular but modified goblin armor set instead of entirely unique sets. Hello, Matthias. How have you been? Hope you had a wonderful past week. Are there gobbos in these last groups that you feel especially strong about that should not be simplified? Finally, a question on goblin emotes and animations such as the goblin mob teleport and or the crowd surf rest animation. Do you find yourself using these very often, and would you argue that they are in urgent need of a remaster or can take our time with those? I mean, I personally don't use them, so I wouldn't say it's urgent, but in general, I don't think it's urgent. If you haven't yet had enough of Gobbos, and why would you keep reading to find out how the big high war god Jagex art team, delete as appropriate, will be putting the new Gobbos together piece by piece. The baseline goblin kit will consist of 4 unique heads on a body kit that keeps their body mechanics and rigging sensibly controlled while providing us with the freedom to have a good variety of personality via their heads. Not as funny as your trip, I bet. It was amazing. I'm gonna go through all the photos later. That's also where we can have fun adding things like hair, hats, and other accessories. I like accessories. Goblins, being natural scavengers, their base gear is made from the kinds of materials which required that way: cloth, leather, and lots of random bits of metal. Oh, I like his ladle hat thing. That's fantastic. Oh, that is not dangerous at all with that knife right there. By putting these pieces together in different configurations, we'll be able to create a similar level of variation to the goblins currently found throughout the game, We'll also be giving them a fresh arsenal of weapons. Wow, they're going to be very excited for that. Goblin mail will change to a more breastplate-like design, although various colors will still be available. Green is best. Okay, yeah. Looks pretty good. Oh, my goodness. Goblins managed to get where dirt can't, and the above goblins are just the spearhead. We have many other goblin elements, such as goblins, that's true. The goblin cook, and goblin clergy. Oh, wow. I like his, little, like, scarf thing. And the strong bones. Wow, not too bad. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I like that. Many of these irregular goblin models are still in an earlier stage of being worked upon, which is why the above is a mixture of an engine and modeling tool and concept art. While we don't currently have a launch date for this refresh, development has continued steadily through game jams when Mod Wove is not otherwise focusing on the bigger content updates you can look forward to. Let us know your thoughts on Discord and Reddit. For now, we're specifically looking for feedback on the visual direction of the goblins rather than gameplay changes or quest-related topics. And no, this isn't a discussion about whether Zanuck needs another model update, although now we mention it. We have so many Zanuck updates and upgrades, variances, don't we? Okay,